Elio Castroneves won his fourth Indianapolis 500 last month. Know where he's racing tomorrow night? Knoxville. KCCI's Scott Reister is live at the raceway tonight with the list of racing legends who will be driving on the dirt.
Yeah, this is unbelievable, Steve. They call it the Superstar Racing Experience for a reason. I mean, we've got Tony Stewart, one of the co-founders, Bobby Labonte, Bill Elliott, and another co-founder standing by me now, not racing, but still overseeing his baby, I guess you can call it. Ray Evernham, co-founder. And Ray, this has got to be such a treat. I know it's week 2 here of the SRX series. How much fun is it to be here at Knoxville, and how have things gone so far?
It's a blast, first of all, to be here at Knoxville. You know, it was really important for us to hit some of the most historic racetracks in the country and to bring the superstars that people know about to where the superstars came from. And if you look at the legends that have raced here, you know, it gives me chills. So to be bringing guys like Elio Castroneves and you know, Tony Stewart back in here, but Bill Elliott, Bobby Labonte, we got Paul Tracy, and some road racers, a young kid named Ernie Francis, 4-time Trans Am champion. It's really, you know, a good feeling because not only are we bringing stars, but we're actually getting grassroots people involved. We've got Brian Brown in the show. You know, we got a dirt ringer, Scott Bloomquist, who's won just about everything there is in a late model. And we're actually got a celebrity crew chief, Guy Forbrook, who knows his way around here. So not only are we here performing in front of the grassroots America, but we're getting them involved.
All right, and real quickly, we only got about 30 seconds, but you designed the car. Cliff Notes version of what kind of car we're driving out here tomorrow night.
It's an SRX car, we call it, tube frame, fiberglass body. We designed it specifically to look different and be a good oval car, a good road race car, and a good dirt car. So it's doing a lot of jobs.
And it's a great equalizer. So many big names tonight, or tomorrow night, I should say, as we get ready for 7 o'clock. The race is live right here on KCCI. Ray, thanks for joining us. We'll be back at 6 o'clock with some of the cool technology and some more of the drivers out here. Guys, back to you.
Legends versus legends. You can see it right here on KCCI tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Sports Director Scott Reister live in Knoxville tonight to preview this nationally televised event.
Yeah, this is really cool. I got working on some cars. Maybe Tony Stewart needs a little help. He's back here. He's not looking right now. Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't do that. But, man, we got some big names out here. Tony Stewart, one of the co-founders. Back there you got Ray Evernham, one of the other co-founders, announcers like Lindsey Zarniak, Alan Bestwick, and then Brian Brown. They're calling you the local legend, or is it the all-star, or how do we talk about that?
I'm not sure. Just the guy that shouldn't be here, probably.
No,
so
you're
you know,
here.
I'm just very excited. You know, how often do you get a chance to race with Daytona 500 champions? The most recent Indianapolis 500 champion, and Elio Castroneves, NASCAR championships. It's just awesome to be able to be a part of such a cool series and the inaugural event here at Knoxville. I'm just very, very excited.
Yeah, it's great to have everybody here, and it's an SRX car, and quickly, so you're obviously comfortable on the dirt, but it's a new car.
Yeah, definitely. About the only thing that's going to have the advantages. I'm used to racing on dirt, but I've never raced a car with a fender, so looking forward to it tomorrow night here at Knoxville Raceway SRX Series, live on CBS. It's going to be pretty awesome.
That's right. If you need help, I'll be your man, all right?
Yeah, you look like
maybe
you got
trouble.
that handle, yeah.
All right. Yeah, it is.
Reverse, so.
Oh, okay. I'll fix that. But we'll come back to Tony Stewart later in sports.
Now, here's Sports Director Scott Reister with KCCI 8 Sports, powered by Fairway.
And we are coming to you live out here from the Knoxville Raceway, standing in front of the brand new SRX cars. These are specifically designed for the made-for-TV Superstar Racing Experience. And it is here in Knoxville, week 2. Let's take a look at these cars in action. Week 1 of that 6-race summer series broadcast nationally on CBS was last week in Stafford, Connecticut. And that race, local all-star Doug Coby is in the field, and he won it. Tony Stewart, the co-founder of the series, along with Ray Evernham, came in 3rd. Now the drivers here at Knoxville for Saturday night's big race, and it is game on. Smoke stopped by to chat a moment ago.
The old IROC series. I mean, it's, you know, we were all sad when the Signoris, you know, couldn't get sponsors to continue IROC. So, you know, here we are years later, and Ray and Sandy and George have come up with IROC, but on steroids, basically, having heat races and crew chiefs and having the ability to tune the cars to the drivers a little bit. It's just way better than what we had when we had IROC.
And this is your element, dirt, right?
Yeah, this is and this is one of my favorite tracks. I race terrible here in a sprint car, but I'm hoping with SRX we can go a little better. We've ran really good here in a late model in the past, so that's a little more similar to what we're going to be running. So we're going to do everything we can. It's these are drivers that you have the utmost respect for. They're all champions. I mean, we got a 4-time Indy 500 winner in this field. So, but you've got Brian Brown, who's a local track champion. You've got Scott Bloomquist, who's a dirt track legend in dirt late model racing, and everybody in between. So, this is the group that you want to win in front of.
Yeah, I'll say it's a 12-driver lineup. Brian Brown, the local all-star, he's competing against some huge names. Bill Elliott, Paul Tracy, Tony Stewart, we just heard from, Ali Deegan, Michael Waltrip, Elio Castroneves is here. So this is going to be a lot of fun. It is all going to be Saturday live on KCCI at 7 o'clock with a couple of heats and then the final. So should be a lot of fun. And we've got more coming your way at 10 from the tracks and technology and how those helmets work with the dirt track. Until then, Scott Reister live. Back to you.
Well, the Superstar Racing Experience, or SRX, is a made-for-TV 6-week season broadcast nationally right here on CBS. And race number 2 takes the green flag tomorrow night right here in Iowa. KCCI's Scott Reister is at the Knoxville Raceway tonight, hanging out with some real racing legends.
Talk about a collection of talent. We've got champions from IndyCar, NASCAR, trucks, sprint cars, all here at the Knoxville Raceway to compete on national television. Tony Stewart, Bobby Labonte, Willie T. Ribbs, Bill Elliott, Elio Castroneves. You're going to know the drivers that are squaring off Saturday night. To level the playing field, they all have to race the same model car. These SRX cars were designed specifically for this series. New car and racing on the dirt. And this is your element, dirt, right?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks. I race terrible here in a sprint car, but I'm hoping with SRX we can go a little better. We've ran really good here in a late model in the past, so that's a little more similar to what we're going to be running this week.
I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's a cool deal. I think it's going to be the most fun of the whole series, the next 2 races. I never laid a lap down until last night. We messed around a little bit here last night, so I'm looking forward to it.
These dirt track newbies are going to have to figure out how to deal with multiple visors. We'll explain and have much more coming up later in sports.
Now, here's Sports Director Scott Reister with KCCI 8 Sports, powered by Fairway.
I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's a cool deal. I think it's going to be the most fun of the whole series.
That was NASCAR Hall of Famer Awesome Bill Elliott, one of 12 superstars racing right here at the Knoxville Raceway. Hi, everyone. It's the SRX, the Superstar Racing Experience, a 6-week tour stop throughout the summer. Last week, Stafford, Connecticut. This weekend is week 2. Saturday night, we'll be at the Knoxville Raceway. The race will be broadcast live on KCCI and nationally at CBS stations across the country.
Really important for us to hit some of the most historic racetracks in the country and to bring the superstars that people know about to where the superstars came from.
You know, these are drivers that you have the utmost respect for. They're all champions. I mean, we got a 4-time Indy 500 winner in this field. So, but you've got Brian Brown, who's a local track champion. You've got Scott Bloomquist, who's a dirt track legend in dirt late model racing, and everybody in between. So, this is the group that you want to win in front of.
12 racers, one of which is a local all-star each week. And for Knoxville, that's going to be track champion Brian Brown.
Definitely. About the only thing that's going to have the advantages. I'm used to racing on dirt, but I've never raced a car with a fender. So looking forward to it tomorrow night here at Knoxville Raceway SRX Series live on CBS. It's going to be pretty awesome.
Here's what the series looks like from last weekend at Stafford, Connecticut. These cars designed specifically for this purpose. Last week's local all-star Doug Coby was the winner. Tony Stewart came in 3rd last week, and so he wants to settle the score Saturday night here at Knoxville. This is your element, dirt, right?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks. I race terrible here in a sprint car, but I'm hoping with SRX we can go a little better. We've ran really good here in a late model in the past, so that's a little more similar to what we're going to be running this week.
Ernie Francis Jr. was a 7-time champ on the Trans Am Series, but he's got to get used to the dirt and also not having a windshield, just peeling layers off his visor. I have windshields.
In dirt, no windshields because dirt just gets caked up on it. You can't see. It's easier to tear off one of these. They just stick on the front of the visor like that. We'll grab one and just peel it off as we go. And you just peel them off and as you need to and, you know, have clear vision to see again. You know, it's kind of hard because you get so many of these layered up as once. You know, it gets kind of hard to see through so many, but they clear themselves up, and as you burn through them, you see easier. Hopefully the track won't be too muddy. We won't have to use too many of them.
Should be fun. We'll be out here once again Saturday at 6 with pre-race and post-race coverage. Scott Reister in Knoxville, KCCI Iowa Sports Leader.